No. No flash. Okay. We're just going to roll with it. So this is what you obviously want to get to, your solved state. So we're just going to fuck that up real quick. Now this obviously isn't a step you need to do. Yours is already in this configuration. Good enough. Right. Clearly scrambled. Now I'm sure you know your centers here. Your centers don't move. They spin. All the parts around them move, obviously. First thing you're going to want to do is pick a side. We're starting with white for this one. And what you want to do is what's called build your cross. So all four of these pieces, your edge pieces, need to match your top face. So let's do that. First you have to find them. There's two here, one here, and whatever. We'll find them as we go. But this is a white-blue. So you want to turn that to the blue side and turn it up to the white. Now it's easiest to just go ahead and put it on the side it needs to go, so you don't have to try and dick with it later. Green happens to already be there. Turn it up. Now your red is flipped. If you can see here, we have two. And this one, it's right, but it's in the wrong place. You know what? Let's fix that one. Turn it away to the bottom. Turn the bottom all the way around. And then it's down here and it matches. Turn it up where it needs to go. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now there's this pesky red one, which, like I said earlier, is flipped. What you want to do is rotate the white face to where it's facing down. Go ahead and rotate it under the red. Now you've messed up your blue. Rotate it back. And now your red can just rotate right into place. Now you have your cross, and it already lines up with all four of your sides. So now what you want to do is your corners. This one is already in a perfect position to place in. This is your green, red, and white corner. Green, red, and white, as you can see. Now what you want to do is have your white under where it needs to go here, if that makes sense. You turn it away from where it needs to go. So now it's under the opposite corner. Turn your red side, or whatever side it happens to be, you're down. Bring that back. You see now it's in place, and rotate it back up. You'll figure that out, I'm sure. It's not terribly hard. Now your orange one, your orange-green here, is just the first one I noticed. It happens to be in the right spot, but it's in the wrong orientation, so we have to take it out. Rotate it down, away, and back up. And now, because it's on the bottom, we have to do it twice. And now, okay, now you want it facing towards you. You rotate it right and do your left side. See? And that puts it in. Your red-blue, again, is in the right place, but it's just wrong. Now it's over here. Put it below your red-blue, red-blue-white. Turn away from the red-blue, down, back, and back up. Now your orange-blue. It's flipped. It's not flipped, it's upside down. So you just want to do it twice, and now it's not upside down anymore. You do away, down, back, up. And now you notice that's done your first layer here. This is what I was talking about. You need to do it in layers. Next you work with the middle layer here. Now for this is a little more complicated. Let's do the blue-orange here. It needs to go in. You put it below the blue. You line up your blue, and you rotate it away from your orange. So you rotate your orange side down, bring your blue back, and fix your top face. Now that pairs these two up. Now you rotate it towards the orange, and rotate the blue side. Turn it back and put it back in. Now that put it from here to here. I hope I'm staying in frame with all this. Now you do that with all four of your colors. You know, your green, red, do away from the red, so now it's over here. Rotate your red down, over and back up. That makes this pair. Your red, green, white pair. Towards the red, rotate your green down this time, back and up. So there's 1, 2. Okay, I've done these two. It doesn't matter what order you do these in. You could do it whatever, just as long as you do it this way. Okay, now your blue-red here, your red's over on this side, so you want to turn it this way now, away from the red. Down, back and up. There's that pair again. Away from the blue, blue down, back, and back up. Now we have 3 corners solved. Now just your fourth one, your green-orange. Now, orange, away from the green, green down, back up, that pair, away from the orange, orange down, back up. There's your 2 layers. I really hope I'm doing good with this. Now the last layer, it's a little bit different. You're either going to end up with one of 4 different positions. In this case, you have a line or a dot where all 4 of these edges are facing outward. A angle where 2 of them are right but they're not in a line, or the line like I mentioned, or it'll be a complete cross, which is what you want. Now to get there, let's say in this case you'll be at the angle. You want it facing towards you and to your right. You turn the face, right, up, right prime, up prime, face prime. That gives you the line. Now the line should be pointing towards you in this case. Turn that so it's parallel and do this again. Face, right, top, right prime, face prime, or up prime, face prime. And that gives you your cross. Don't worry about your corners right now, just worry about your cross. Now you line up your colors, and odds are 2 of them will be switched, and sometimes you'll get all 4 of them, they'll be right, but 2 of them are switched. What you want to do is have the ones that switched towards you and to your right. You do right, up 2, right prime, up prime, right, up prime, right prime, up prime. And that switches these 2. It's kind of a complicated algorithm, but you'll figure it out. You do. See, that just switches these 2, nothing else. Nothing else that matters. It moves your corners around, but we'll get to that in a second. So now, what you want to do is find one of your corners that's in the right spot, but doesn't necessarily have to be solved. This one is solved, but let's just say it's not. Okay, nothing is in the right spot now. In the case that nothing's in the right spot, just pick somewhere to start. Let's just do right here. You do right, I'm sorry, left, up, left, right, up, left prime, up, right prime, up. See, your top face is just going back and forth. What that's doing is moving your corners. Now you do that until you have one kind of sort of in the right spot. Let me see if I can get a good example. There. Now your red, green, yellow is in the right spot but oriented wrong. You want to hold on to that. Now that wants to be in your bottom right corner towards you and to the right, always. Now repeat the same thing. What that does is that moves the other 3 corners, but not this one. So now all of them are in the right spot, but oriented wrong. Now, this is a long one. We go back to what we were doing a second ago. Right, up to, right prime, up prime, right, up, whatever. And now you do that exact same thing on the left side too. Left, up to, left prime, left, up prime, left. Now what that does is that rotates your right 2 corners. If you do that enough times, your right 2 will be right. Now if they're right, put them on the left side. It doesn't move the left side, it moves just the right side. Now do it again. And you might have to do it a couple of times because it rotates them in a way that you might just have to do it a couple times. In my case, I only had to do it once, but I did it again anyway. And that should be solved. Alright, try it out. See what you get.